Hello, Secret Forest Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 2 Tactics Plus Romhack. Me, Blueankylo. So, we're going to start with another fight here in just a second. Last episode, we had our promotion party, got everyone promoted, which is cool. Some of them a little bit better than others. I forgot to mention some of the names were changed, so Chester is a Red Knight, I guess. Definitely not 7 movement like a standard Paladin, which is not great for him. We did optional promotion Soldier for Jaha instead of Gladiator. We did not do the optional promotion for Sarah or Chasm. We did not do any optional, if it's even possible, because I don't have the silver tank specifically for the archers. We have a dragon. We have a phoenix. Again, no 7 movement. We have a 7 movement werewolf. That's an upgrade. And 7 movement Sky Warrior, which is an upgrade technically. So that's cool. I also checked the secret fight in the town here to the right. We cannot even beat the first enemy. It's a demon from... a pink demon. You know, the ones you fight on the way to North Paramecia. So we're still not ready for that. Basically, everyone did 1 damage and then died. So not worth our time. So, let's head to the left. Now, we have another split fight. These overworld map kind of ambushy type of fights can be very difficult, depending on the composition of the split. So, we'll see what happens. We have had a pretty good run recently of not dying in terrible game overs, so I'm just gonna try to play carefully, I guess, with tactics. Also, we've got a dragon. He can fly. He maybe, if I want to use him, this is the best candidate for the running pimento to get him up to 7 movement, just so you can use him, but I don't know, guys. I don't want to bet on Kiwi right now. So we've got a soldier, we got bow knights, which are still just snipers, basically. We got Chester, who, well, we'll see. I showed you Gerhalt's attack. Nothing too new here, I don't think. Just the big hug. Gerhalt uses hug. It's super effective. So definitely nice to just 0 MP debuff some of these enemies a little. Peter still couldn't get the kill. Do we start attacking? It's a bit dangerous. Do it. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Do we just keep plowing forward? I mean, it's a strategy. We'll see if it works out. 50 XP. That was a big level for our Luke there. Let's see what he got. He got a new spell, Blast level 3. Got some more stats as usual. Cool. Okay, I think... Oh, you know what I could do? Haha! Get bolted. Can't dodge that. One of the best things with magic is that you can't miss, you know. Oh, I haven't really looked at this. So we got new enemies, Dark Madams. Lots of HP. That's our first 100 HP monster. And not too bad on the attack front, but Bolt 2, you know... It's pretty a big area of effect. We don't have any Aura 2s to counter it yet. Not yet. Do we burn some MP to kill this? Eh, why not? I love that Dale spell. Alright, Dragon does have pretty good defense. No longer gets terrain effects, I believe, so forest or plains don't really matter for flyers. Gerhalt. I think we're going to try to deal with this gargoyle first. Try not to rush forward too crazy. We could try to make our dragon even better. Could attack. Let's not. Chester's kind of stuck. This should do pretty good damage, boosted. I mean, you do have to hit, but... She doubled. Oh, I missed that. There was a gargoyle behind us. So, we could go for the cheeky D-Soul. Maybe. 100 HP. Okay. It's all fun and games until the enemy starts doing it to us, but for now, enjoy. Okay, that murderized that arrow launcher. Alright, so we definitely want to focus down the witch, or the dark madame if we can. Seeing as we got a free kill already. Geralt is looking a little rough. So let's heal him up. Oh, I forgot the pigmen, who are orcs now, have a range 2. I don't think they usually get a range 2 attack. Yeah, it's because all spears are range 2, and I guess there's no axes anymore, so they actually... Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's see how you do. 21 damage. You know, he tried, he tried. Geralt. I don't think I can hit. Yeah, I don't have the upgraded Freeze 3 yet. Kazan, you really need to get some new spells. You're actually, like, surprisingly limited on spells still. Like, I thought you'd have more by now. Alright, Peter. This Madame's gonna get a turn pretty soon. Ugh, the counters. Now, I know Elric doesn't really have very good defense. Take a shot here. Alright, alright. Starting to get serious. Kind of split up here, fighting a lot of enemies all at once. Got a confused spear. Also get, hopefully, the kill? Yes, with the double, Luke! And I saw a 3 attack, 3 defense, so... You keep that up, Luke, and maybe you got a spot on the team, but... Yeah. I gotta try to protect Elric, I think. Chester's probably just dead if I do this. I don't think there's any way to do 26 damage, though. Oof. I mean, Elric's probably more important than Chester in terms of... You know, composition and damage. Can't really get down to save him. Hopefully we get this kill. Alright, good. Thank you. Kinda... This gargoyle is taking forever to kill. Alright, Kazan... So we've already boosted these guys. So... Can't hit anyone with freeze. Oh! Forget, he has some healing. He might keep Chester alive for one more hit. Maybe. 22... Could blaze that guy, but it won't probably matter. Countered every single time. Okay, the confuse might have saved... The crap is that? 88 attack power on a priest? That is stupid. I mean, I've talked about this a couple times already, but, like, why? The gargoyles are strong with 51. The orcs are, like, pretty dangerous with 61. The enemy healers have 88 attack power and can just one-shot my tank. Ugh. Sometimes, like, okay, you know, I don't know if the ROM hacker is ever going to watch any of this stuff, but maybe you could tone the priest down's attack just a little. Maybe no higher than the orcs. Like, just 60 is fine, right? It's still a lot. Jeez. Fair and balanced. Alright, finally got the gargoyle. And he's got heal 3. Like, he's got, like, those guys are pretty strong. No need for them to have almost 100 attack power this early in the game. Okay, Luke is bad. He's gonna, No, he's gonna aura. Yeah. Try to keep, Jaha and himself alive. I do like that he's got aura. It's nice touch. Jaha's not doing enough damage. Oof, Chester. Oh. I guess this group just needs a little healing. It's the North group that needs a lot of help. Maybe we start sending some help, honestly. Or do we try to finish this guy? I think we got to try to rush up here and make some dents, or else... Ooh, asleep! Ooh, that's really good. Good, this guy's just healing himself for 60. I'm gonna try to keep Chester alive. Sucks. Can't contribute. I'm gonna probably aura them. Ah, attacking each other. Good, good. Alright, Kazin. That priest really needs to die. Well, the problem is... there's a lot of problems up here. Is the problem. Okay, let's kill easy one. I thought this guy was dead. He's not dead at all. Keep damaging the high priest. Oh, put him to sleep. That's great. Finish this guy off. Okay, blue can tank some hits like that. But probably not from the priest, right? 88, he'd take 33 damage if... That's way too much, guys. We're just lucky we got the sleep. Okay, these guys, most of this group needs heals. All grouped up decently. Sleep effects. Pretty strong. This guy is no longer confused. Let's try to get him. Okay, that's one less enemy attack. I think we're turning this around. Peter's so weak. Alright, we got one of the priests. Now, I will say we're also at the point in the game where every level up, the early promotion levels tend to give you a ton of stats. So instead of like 1 or 2 per level, we often get 2 or 3 and sometimes even 4s. So we do get like quite the power spike around this point in the game. So I can understand in principle why the enemies also get a bump in difficulty around here. If you're definitely promoting at level 20, you're always getting a pretty big spike soon after the promotion, which is around right now. So like there's some logic. But I can still say that 88 attack is a bit much. That one's not asleep. Oh, what I was going to do is, yeah, slow. A lot easier. Oof, that's a lot. Sleepy time orc woke up. So how are we looking for HP? The worst is Geralt. Try to conserve a little bit of MP here if we can. I'd really like Peter to get a level. Sucks though. I would like Kazan to get a level 2 because I think he's got to be close to getting a new spell. Not quite. Alright. You're just gonna die. Actually, I'm gonna leave him here. I'm gonna have him herb himself to get that level up. Look at all those 3s, right? All that extra attack, defense, even the agility doesn't hurt. Chester should not go that way. Chester, you suck. So Luke's actually getting ahead on the levels a little bit. Cheeky Diesel. It never fails. Okay, you know what, Luke might... I think when I first played through, I didn't realize... I keep forgetting that he has all this magic. He's basically a flying spellcaster. And Diesel has... I don't think I ever cast it on my test run. But it hasn't missed yet, I don't think, against anyone that matters. Like, it didn't work on the boss, but, you know, of course. I wonder what the odds are on that spell. Am I just getting lucky, or is that just by design? Okay, well, this was a pretty tough fight. Other than our awesome dragon getting, like, basically one-shot by a healer, you know, we did pretty well. I guess there's that one gargoyle that came from behind. So I think I'm going to try to get the kill with Kazan, because or I could just spam a couple turns of heal rods. But I want him to, if possible, get a new spell before the next fight. I'm not sure if he does get it next level, but that would be ideal. Next fight's a little tricky. The base fight, the next two fights, the next section of fights continues to get difficult pretty quickly. The chess fight, kind of notorious as well, similar to the Kraken fight. Alright, lured him out with Chester, who of course misses, because of course, Blue is probably the highest level, so he'll stay back. Janet might just one-shot him or something. I guess Chester's the one that's slow. Okay. 89. Is he asleep? Is that what I saw? Yeah, he's asleep. So we technically don't have to do anything. One XP shy. Well, I'm gonna make sure we get level 3 on Kazan just to hope. And then I'll feed the kill to whoever I want. Just a little bit of cheese here. Get his level 3 MP, 3 defense, level 3 freeze. All the threes. Good. I had a feeling. So that'll give him a range 3 attack. That's, well, we'll see. I have a good feeling about it. There's basically no way Peter actually kills this guy. He did better than I thought, but let's let Chester finish him. Alright, we gotta go raise our dragon, who's unfortunately dead. We had a pretty good stretch with no deaths, but, you know. Alright. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, but we're still playing Terra Enigma's soundtrack, in case you're not familiar. I think I forgot. I tried to open the episodes with the music update. Okay, so... Yes. To the Fairy Grove. That's not Elric. But that's another archer if you want another archer. There's nothing hidden on this map, right? You can only come here once. I thought like there was like a treasure chest you had to fly to on this map or something in vanilla. Maybe I'm crazy. So that was lucky. The madame that went first could have just walked over and bolted the whole group. So we're not, well, this is a bit finicky here. You know, we got Blue, who's pretty sturdy, and Peter, who's not as good as he normally is solo, while the group tries to hold off most of the enemy forces. Another split start, basically. Should have given him some healing potions or something. Geesh. Harpies are... Well... 66, they're just strong. Jaha is dead, I think. I don't think there's anything I can do. He's just gonna die to poison. Well, he didn't die to poison, as it turns out, because I thought that's what he was hit by, but he's dead anyway. Okay, so here's the fight where we're gonna probably be resetting a couple times, because you can't lose 2 characters before you even start. There's no way. There's nothing to heal even. We're just getting trashed. I feel like I really don't want to risk a Bolt 2 just nuking the whole party because we're stuck in the corner here. We do have Freeze 3. Let's... Oh, it doesn't actually have higher... I thought it had a +1 range. It usually goes to range 3. It's also very expensive. Well, let's see what it does. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about, 45 damage. See, if Bolt 2 plus Blast 3, I think, killed us all. Okay, we got the Harpy on the left, or at least one of them. Unfortunately, my alternate healer, Luke, is dead. So... I don't think we're getting out of this one alive. Because we have no tanks. There's no one that can hold the line. So we have to try to DPS them down as they DPS us down. And, I mean, you can see how that's working. There's never anything to heal. Because everyone's just dead in one round, basically. Well, there's a little bit to heal. I don't know if it makes any difference. It might be better to just Deo one of these guys. I'd like to Aura, but we could kill a Harpy before it kills somebody, I guess, so. 11 damage. Well, I mean, we're getting lots of value from Kazin's new spell. Glad I leveled him up last map. Well, Geralt can move over here and probably die. Peter... I guess he'll try to keep me alive, but... Yeah, he put him asleep. That's pretty good. Honestly, about the best thing he could do. Alright, Janet's dead. Tried to kill the Harpy before it got a turn, but... Not even sure casting Aura would have done anything on that scenario there, but... We've got 4 left. This lower team has just been trash. And, like, okay, this is another one of those fights where I think we start too close to the enemies. Because there's not a lot of decisions I had before the group was already dead, right? Like, we had 2 people dead basically before I could even input a command. So, you know, it's pretty hard to be like, ah, Blue, you made the wrong choice. I didn't have a lot of choices. No, can we kill... Yeah, this is a kill, right? Kazan is doing a great job. I think if we could... See, I think the fight would be totally different if we could keep a couple people here that would hold the line. I mean, have to deal with the flying Harpy ambush. Like, that's brutal. But if they all grouped up and hit the people with high defense... You know, Kazan, I think, would... Now that he's got Freeze 3, 2 turns of that is going to kill a lot of enemies. But... I think we actually might win, after all. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if I'm going to... Well, I don't know. It's not over yet. Is there anyone that is desperate need of a top-up? At this point... Like, we kind of burned through all of our MP super fast, so... Gotta keep damage on the priests, or it'll just one-shot people with its crazy attack. I don't think Kazan has enough... Yeah, not even close to enough attack power. So, all he can do now is, like, slow things like the Harpy. Ugh. A lot of heals. Peter, you're so bad. I don't think I can win with blue solo here. I think next turn we're gonna have to aggress or die and lose half our money. Unfortunately, I don't think we've got enough juice left. The low team looks like they might just barely pull this off. Maybe. At least we're getting some levels out of it. So if I do have to run away, we'll be back stronger. But I don't see how blue wins this fight on his own. And Peter doesn't really count. I can't believe, like, the tanky character, you know, I didn't give him the plus. He could have 60 defense, I know, but he still just takes so much damage. And blue's just poisoning to death. Oh, I think I meant to mention at the beginning of the episode. I forgot a lot of things. I spent all my money before this episode started and bought 5 mithrils from the first shop. Because, you know, I sold them, so now I bought them back. Yeah, the double heal rod here with 0 MP is definitely giving us a bit more sustainability on the low end, but yeah, this group up here is not so easy. Yeah, blue's dead. I thought he'd get a turn. The witch got 2 attacks in a row. Well, goodbye half our golds. Hopefully we've got enough money to raise everyone. Yeah, we must have made like 4,000 on the first those two fights. Well, that was probably the worst defeat we've had yet. Not just a snipe, just a we were completely crushed kind of fight. It's been a while since we've had one of those congratulations you die start over fights. So, oh geesh, and then we got this. This is not guaranteed. This is how you grind if you really want. You can respawn those fights. If we go up, it should avoid it. There's a couple specific tiles that just trigger it. And it's kind of RNG. It doesn't always seem to trigger it. I don't know the full mechanics, but I am not interested in redoing both fights today. Okay, can we survive a round without instantly being killed? We need to get Luke somewhere safe. That's not good. Luke, you need to get a turn. Why is your agility so bad? That's part of it too. The enemies have way more agility than like my bird. Okay, I get it. He's a caster now. He's not a frontliner, but they spawned him in the front corner, and his agility is not good like a wizard's usually is. It's pretty low anyway. It's lower than Jaha. That's something. So he just goes last and definitely dies, you know, like. I'm gonna have Red try to keep him alive. Oh, and then Janet died instead. Like, frick. I need them. Like, I need the damage output. We can't win this fight down very many guys. We've got pretty good attack up options over here. Wonder what's more valuable. Because his freeze 3 is real good. I think if we freeze 3 though, we can kill this Harpy with someone else. Maybe. Ah, good. The cleric has no one to heal. He'll just come down and one-shot my tank with the defensive accessory. Yeah, this fight might be a little bit overtuned. I try not to complain about things too much, but maybe he'll get a crit. Well, Luke finally gets turned, isn't that great? I mean, I think we're dead again. Like, this group, I feel like we need everyone down here to survive a couple turns so we can win quick enough that we can send reinforcements, or at least try to distract one or two of the middle groups so that Blue doesn't die. I could try some desouling. Desoul level 2. I just don't see any way to kill these Harpies quick enough before they just snipe all my units. Ooh, we got the special attack from Red. It's only special for a short time, and then it becomes kind of a bad. Chester's probably dead. Try to keep him alive for another turn, maybe. But then I'm not, every time I'm healing, I'm not killing, right? So it's not a guarantee. At least I have one archer still alive. Didn't get it, though. Kept Chester alive. Distracted the healer that murders us. Peter's sunk. I meant to attack with him. I don't know what happened there. Is one of these... No, neither. They've all healed up too well. We did learn a spell, though. Chester the Paladin gets some magic. Oh. Ah, no. I want to desoul 3 of them at once. We can't do anything. Yeah, I spent all my MP. Okay, this is where I wanted to aura anyway. Well, Peter was doomed. There's no way he lived through that. I thought we would do better on the second try. I'm not convinced we're doing any better. Oh, that one's already asleep. Mistake. I did see us set up for a triple on Freeze 3, though, so... There you go. Big damage. Big whammy. And another new spell! So now we've got an AoE attack with Freeze 3 that's strong, and a single target attack with Atlas. Got the kill. Okay, okay. Couple good turns. I don't know. I just don't see how Blue lives. I'm gonna have to buy him some healing seeds and stuff, I guess. Like, there's no world where he can solo everything up north with Peter. At least he's not poisons. We've got to level up. The damage. You know, we keep doing this fight, we'll get some levels. Eventually it'll get easier, but yeah, it's a pretty gross fight, I feel. So Atlas is pretty expensive, but it is range 3, so that's good. We have not done enough damage to these guys. Sheesh. Well, we did lots of damage. The healers just healed it all back and killed enough guys that we can't, like, power through. But we got one. Could have killed that one if we didn't miss. Yeah, Luke is... I'm surprised, honestly, that he's tanking as well as he is. I guess these archer arrow things are kind of weak. Yeah, 46 is surprisingly low compared to, like, the healer that has, like, almost twice as much. So we probably should just ignore the arrow launchers and focus down the real threats. Come on, Luke. I don't know if Luke can survive up there much longer. I guess we could spend all our MP It won't kill him, but it should maybe focus him to spend a heal spell again. Oh, come on. 1 damage, 1 XP. Enjoy. Okay, actually, this is looking a lot better. It turned around real quick. Can we... Okay. I'm gonna try to win this one. We've had a couple deaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we had 4 deaths. A third of the party died, but Peter revives for free, so does he really matter? We're gonna go for a victory here if we can pull it off. There's just a witch and a harpy. The harpy is surely the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can delay it a turn if I hide. And we might be able to draw them south. If it flies towards the other group. And then Blue can hopefully solo the... We're going to ignore the archer for a little bit longer, trying to lure the harpy down if we can. Oh, good. Okay, we should be good now then. That's what we really needed. We need the harpy to split from the witch, because I think Blue can solo the witch. Or we can fly reinforcements up, but he won't die in 2 hits. Bolt 2 did 18. Yeah, he can survive 3 hits, I think. I don't know, maybe just smack this. I should have slowed the harpy action. That would have been smart. Never mind, doesn't matter. Elric sniped it like a boss. Alright, this is looking good. I think we got him for sure. So it would have been better if I'd got to go before the Dark Madame, because then she would be in 15% and I'd be in 30%, but... Yeah. Game's gonna game. Let this be a lesson. Always bring a couple backup healing seeds on your hero. I was thinking about it, but I have to go way back. Like, the Elven town doesn't have a shop, so I'd have to go even further back to buy any. Alright, good. We win! It's a bit of a Pyrrhic victory, but that fight was brutal, so I'll take what I can get. And now we have another archer. She's technically a bard? Promoted into bard, I guess? It's kind of weird. It does mean she gets the attack up spell, which we know is good. She just can't cast it yet. So, another archer. That's 3. That's at least 1 too many. So, we should probably bench one of the archers once we have an option. I think... You know what? I think I missed somebody. Hold on. I definitely forgot one thing. Because, yeah. Remember after I killed Talos and I just rushed off to go end the episode? Yeah. This last fight might have been slightly easier. Not... Well, actually, no, there's a weapon shop that Okay. You know what? This is my bad. I forgot. This whole episode, there's something we should have done first. Should have done the last episode, but I forgot. There's a sneaky new shop. Oh, it doesn't have much. Well, we could have got a sword. Same as the Achilles sword. So Jaha would have got an upgrade. And Luke would have had an upgrade. And then the Robin arrows. Oh, we have money. Whoops. I could have spent... Yeah, I should have spent my money on this stuff rather than Mithril. That was... that would have been smart. Whatever, I can resell the Mithril if I need to. I want these upgrades. And yeah. I might... Okay, hold on. First, hey look, it's a new girl on a horse. Yeah, we killed Kraken. We could have had her join, a couple fights earlier, whatever. Oops. She's a... I don't even know what an Apper is, but she's an Apper. So this is one of the new classes. So she replaces Rick. Her name is Celeste. She's already ready to promote. Oh, that's... See, I knew there was someone that had a Pegasus wing. See, we could have had a Pegasus wing. I don't think she uses it, though. Yeah, it's Magus for her. So she brings that wing to basically help Chester out if you want. I maybe should have done that, but I forgot. Yeah, so she's a Magus no matter what you do. Might as well just do it. She upgrades from an Apper to a Mgus. I have no idea what, maybe Apprentice or something. So she's another interesting class. We could have used... She can equip rings. So she's kind of weird. She can use Warlock rings. No one else can use them except her. And they have a very high attack power compared to other weapons. So, cool. Already sold 1 arrow, 2 arrow. I mean, an arrow deficit here. Okay, but we want the better arrows. I think... Let's go pull out a mithril and sell it. I still don't want to sell the really expensive stuff. But we don't need too much money to finish our shopping. And I definitely should have done this before I bought the 5 mithrils, so... So, we have an option... We have to bench one person, and I want to bring Celeste to show her off. So then... The question is, I think 3 archers is, like, definitely one too many. So, do we bring Janet? Or the new May? I'm gonna go with... I'm just gonna go with May, because I like May a little more. And she does get some spells. I'm not sure if this will last super long, but that's the plan. Oops! Another friggin' random encounter here. That's not what I wanted at all. I want to go in here. So we'll bring Celeste in, and we'll kick, I guess, Janet for now. There's a lot of people we could kick out, but I feel like 3 archers is just too much. There's no way we can defend them. I already had all of them die on that Harpy fight anyway, right? Although the next battle might be good for archers, but whatever. So this means we can take her earring and pass her. We don't have to buy a new earring, is what I was thinking. That does give her quite a lot of attack power. And I was going to do something... Oh, right. I'm going to deposit the apple. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with a level up apple, but for now, just put it away. Okay. Oh, Celeste doesn't have a... So the Warlock ring is like a weapon. So they're actually missing... Oh, I should put that Pegasus ring away too. We don't need that either. Okay, so we're missing 1 accessory for Celeste. And I think it has to be the defense one. She's even less defensive than Chester. I don't know. Oh, actually, one thing we could try out. Does she have the ability to equip this ring? Wait. I thought we saw that no one could equip the Vigor ring. I appear to have been mistaken. It seems to be like the power ring. It's like the Elven Cake. The Elven Cake. It's just a little bit more offensive-minded. Alright, that's fine. 96 attack power. We definitely need to give her the defensive accessory. That's too much. I think I'll just... Seeing as... Turns out anyone can equip it, I messed up. I got sidetracked again. What was I looking for? Oh, right. So I thought this might be a ring that's only meant for Warlock Maguses, but I was wrong. So I need a little bit more money. I can sell some herbs, really, at this point. They don't heal enough to make too much difference. We're going to probably want to buy some better healing items eventually. Okay, so now at the normal shop, we can buy the defensive circlet and try to keep a Celeste alive, because she's got very low, like, maybe the definition of glass cannon. But that gives her, she can use the Steel Spear for range 2, although actually, yeah, Steel Spear is the best we've got, right? We didn't get a new spear. Usually you get the Power Spear at this point, but there's no Power Spear for sale. Can't believe I totally forgot about the shop and member. Okay, so there's no spear upgrade. So I don't know if we are going to use the spears very often, but that's a range 2, and then the Warlock Ring I believe is range 1, but huge damage. So we'll see. We'll see if she turns out. All right, this took a little longer today to get 2 fights done. We definitely had some deaths and resets. So what I'll do before we end this episode is one more little quickie. There's some treasure to get basically, and we can look at that. So now we go through the cave to Creed's mansion, and before we go fight the next battle, there is a nice little secret. Level apple, don't really want it. Gold nugget, money, money, money. Power armlet, probably attack power, and a super secret here. More mithril. It's a very secret chest. I always thought that was a good one, because there's not really much that gives it away. You just have to test it out, right? Alrighty, tubers. I think this is a little bit harder episode for me, but because I made a mistake. I hate making mistakes when I'm streaming or recording. Really obvious one, like Rick. I think I remembered that Rick didn't join us, so I was like, all right, I don't have to worry about Rick. Okay, the power armlet. Okay, it's actually not the upgrade. This is a +8 attack, +6 defense. So it is like a combo. It's doesn't. I guess at this point it's a straight upgrade from a power or earring, but it's kind of a split between two stats. So who will we get the most value out of that? Like honestly, maybe the dragon, get him over 60 defense. Like anybody who wants a power earring could get that and also get a little bit of defense on the top. Or it's almost as good as a defense circlet and gives you an attack boost. Like Gerholt has not been doing very much damage, so maybe I'm thinking Jaha at 59 might be one of our weakest damage dealers now. That sucks. Poor guy. I don't actually think we're going to have the dragon for much longer. So we'll try to buff him up a little bit so he doesn't die instantly. Like, this has been one of the problems. I don't like to use him very much because he just dies instantly. And I think that's all we got, right? Was just power armlets, mithril, apple. Nothing else to worry. Oh, I would like to get a healing item on blue. Okay. Do you have any money? No money. It's fine. Next episode, after we win the fight, definitely before we go to Creed's mansion, maybe I'll go buy some stuff for blue. So, you know, the chest fight that's coming up pretty soon, we might have a way of doing some quick healing. Although, actually, the chest fight's a bit wild in this ROM hack, so it might not actually matter. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. We had a couple good fight episodes, and now we had a couple bad fights, so the yin and the yang. We'll see what happens next time, if it continues to be brutal or evens out again. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.